Okay, wonderful. Hello, everyone. Greetings of peace, love, and happiness to each and every one of you watching from wherever you are in any part of the world, globe. We're all living on planet Earth, and we are all one big happy family. So this is Chilparco International's Book Wizard Club. Chilparco International, as the name suggests, mean from the child in me to the parent in you, and from the parent in me to the child in you. This entire life is an unending journey of learning. So we learn from one another, we understand and recognize each and every individual's uniqueness, that unstoppable quality that they have. And we believe in spreading smiles and also appreciating the self-worth and the uniqueness and the unbeatable quality of each and every individual, because every individual, we believe, is unique. And that's the way the Almighty has created each and every one of us. And if we are here on planet Earth, if we can learn from one another, we can share with one another, we can empower one another, we can definitely make this world a beautiful place to live in. And through our Book Wizards Club, we introduce to you all budding authors, young authors, authors from every age group, and we talk about their writing style, we talk about the kind of fascination that they have with books and what prompted them to writing, and finally, a message that they have for writers, authors, voracious readers out there. So a big welcome to each and every one of you once again, and a big welcome to our young author of the day, and that is Miss Ananya Anurag Anand. That's an unusual name. And I was just checking with Ananya, is that your husband's name? So she says, no, that actually is the name of, one is her name, the next name is her father's name, and the next name is her granddad's name. And I think that is so sweet and so wonderful. And that already makes you special, Ananya.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alka.
So good evening to you. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Good evening. I hope you're also doing good.
Oh, very well. Once I see young people like you who are really, making a mark and, with spreading their uniqueness in such a charming way, it already makes one feel very happy. And tell us now, before we start, I would like to tell everyone that I'm going to put Ananya through this 7-question round. Okay, let's see how Ananya scores on this. All right. So before we actually talk to her about her writing, about whatever she has written, we will put her through this 7-question round. So Ananya, your very first question. All right. Nothing
Sure.
difficult, very simple. What was the
Yeah.
milestone moment in 2022 for you?
Okay, so the milestone moment in 2022 for me was, making an impact on my own teacher who used to teach me mathematics in my school, and she used to teach me till class
Okay.
ninth. And
Mhm.
she just called me up and she said that I'm not well these days, and I feel that your books could help me. So please suggest which of your books shall I read, because she knows I write based on spirituality and based on real life incidences. So she was like, you suggest and you can send me the book, and I need your help. So I was like, okay, fine. Like, I am making impact on my own teacher, so it feels really awesome, and that feeling is entirely different. So I was very glad, and this happened just on 29th of December.
Okay.
So just when the year was about to end. So that's why I was very amazed at it. And this was the most remarkable moment. And the other
That's
was
wonderful.
obviously, yeah. So this
That's so
was,
good.
yeah.
Let me say Chilparco, from the child in me to the parent in you. So this actually was that, that philosophy is put over here. So you learned from your teacher, and now your teacher is also learning from you. And I think that is a beautiful thing. That is that
Exactly.
is so special about the learning journey. There is so much to learn from life, and no one can say that they know it all. So I like this.
Correct.
I like that, you actually inspired your teacher. So that's wonderful. Now tell me, what is that book? Which book is it that you can read over and over and over again?
Uh, okay. So, okay, I can read many books are there, but
But that's the catch. You have to give me only one
yeah,
book.
that's a catch. Okay, so I would like to read again and again. Mm, I can read As You Like It by Shakespeare.
Okay,
So,
wonderful.
yeah.
Oh, amazing.
So,
As You
yeah.
Like It. So, wasn't this the same book where he talks about the 7 stages of man?
Yeah, exactly. That's why
Hmm.
it's my favorite. And the characters also are so interesting, I mean,
Lovely.
all sorts of
Um,
characters.
I like the book. I'm not a very, very big fan, but I find it interesting, especially the 7 stages part, where he talks about
Yeah. Yeah.
stages. So I think that is one very good aspect of the book. So I like your choice. So, who is your favorite author? That comes to the next question.
I would say William Shakespeare itself.
Okay,
Because
William Shakespeare.
yeah, he was the
Yeah.
one who, like, his writings are the one other things that inspired me to write.
So tell me, do you like the Shakespearean language? Because thou
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
own self be true, thy mercy.
Yeah, yeah, I really love it.
Okay, you love it. All right. So,
Like,
okay,
it's
your
anonymous
next
sometimes.
question. I want a
Okay.
Shakespearean dialogue from you. That's your next,
uh,
but you have to say it in Shakespeare style, even if it's
okay.
fine.
mm, there's a dialogue. Thou hast railed upon thyself. So
Great. Now, let me tell you, is this a tragedy of Shakespeare or is this a comedy of Shakespeare? Your next question.
uh, mm, I don't remember very exactly, but I think it's from As You Like It only. So it's
Yeah,
As You Like It is both romantic, like
yeah, yeah.
it's both
Hmm.
a comedy and tragedy. So Shakespeare
Tragic
always,
comedy. Yes, it
yeah.
is a tragic. So
So
I
he
can see your fascination for As You Like It, Ananya. I mean, I can see how high you are on your fascination for William Shakespeare and his, tragedies as well as comedies. So that makes you unique, in today's age. Shakespeare is not for everyone to understand, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
honestly speaking, but it's good.
People tend to run away from Shakespearean language, but
Yes,
actually it's very attractive, like
it's good.
especially
It's
to
good
me.
that it fascinates you. And I'm so happy because I have been teaching English. And let me tell you, teaching Shakespeare to young students was a tough, tough cookie for me to actually, crack. Because Shakespearean language, they would tell me, ma'am, please don't give us those lines. Can't you just make it simple for us? So they would want it simple. They wouldn't want the real Shakespearean language. But yes, some of them were very good in mouthing the dialogues because when we used
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same
so they
here.
used to do that well. They were good actors. But when it actually came to doing Shakespeare or liking Shakespeare, well, that was the not so. That was a tricky part actually. So you have to have a passion for Shakespeare and Shakespearean dialogues.
Exactly.
But yes, that's really good, really good. So a favorite quote of yours. I'm sure that this is also going to.
Okay, okay, okay. So it's the voyage of discovery in is not in seeking new landscape, but in having new eyes.
Oh, wow. Yes.
So,
Lovely. Lovely. That's why you are such a versatile author, and that too at a young age. All of 26. Wow. Okay. Now tell us, what was your childhood passion?
okay. It has always been biological research. So I am into it and I'm currently pursuing my PhD. I'm a PhD scholar at Triple IT Allahabad. So yeah, that has been my childhood passion. I do write because I feel I can make a positive impact on the society and I can help people. So that's why I also contributed to the writing community and have also contributed in that manner to people. But it's not just writing. I really am very passionate about my research work. So yeah.
Lovely. That's very good to know that at such a young age, you are actually wanting to make that kind of an impact, you know. So you have a wise head on those shoulders of yours. Very good. So tell me, your current passion also means it's research only and writing. If I come to
Exactly.
the next one,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. I have two different boxes for these two things.
Okay, all right. Great. Now that comes to, what is your goal for 2023?
What if I don't want to share?
Okay, so you can
Okay,
give an answer
but
which is not exactly that, but you can just
sure.
sort of. I'm sure you can do that because you're a versatile.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you have a way with words. So let's see your play of words.
Sure. One of the goals I'll share. So one of the goals is to, this year I'm not gonna publish any new book. To be very true, I just want to focus on, spreading my already published books to the people, to more and more people, because whatever contribution I have made in the form of book, that should at least reach to the mass that I want,
Mm.
you know to have an impact on. So this year my goal is to reach more and more people first, and then I look forward to, writing more and then publishing it. Writing goes on and on and on, but the publishing thing, I will just uh, you know keep it for another year.
Okay. Now, okay, you did very well in the question round. That was lovely. Great. Ananya, now that you mentioned writing, was writing with you, has it always been with you from childhood, or did something happen in your life that actually, inspired you towards writing and reading and writing?
Okay, yeah, actually, from early days only, since my childhood itself,
Mm, mm,
I was very, cautious about things, like whatever is going on around me. I used to notice people. Uh,
mm.
to be very frank, I was too sensitive. Now I'm
Okay.
not. Now I'm mature enough to balance myself emotionally and mentally. But
Okay.
in childhood days, I was very sensitive. And I used to notice each and everything, like the things that normal people usually ignore. I wasn't able to ignore. So things just used to, go and on and on and on in my mind. And it's not like, uh, the things that happen with most of the children, that they see something and then they forget after some time. But for me, this wasn't the case. It used to go on and on and on in my mind. So then my aunt, like, I told her that I think that I think too much. So does everyone think this much? So she was like, yeah, we do think, but children of your age don't think. So she was like, you do one thing. You keep, whenever you are in some confusion or you think too much, you just write it down. So first I thought that, like, I think so much, how much will I write? And
Yeah.
uh, so I was like, okay. But a point came in my life. I remember I was in class 7th.
Okay.
So in class 7th, I was given to write a poem, a Hindi poem, in
Mm,
one of the classes.
mm.
Like all the students were given the task.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, now children of class 7th, instantly they have to write a poem. So it's very difficult for them, right?
Yeah.
So the poem should have it. The topic was rainy season. So
Okay.
they gave barish as the topic, and nobody was able to write. And I just, spilled 5 stanzas on the paper, and my Hindi teacher was, Ananya, idhar aana. And I was like, "Ki, why is she calling me? Have I written something wrong or something objectionable?" Like, that doubt was there. Because had I been confident, I would have started writing before itself, right?
Right.
But
Right.
then she called me. and she spoke the poem to everyone. She told everyone, and I was like, okay, I can write, like I do write good. And it's not that I always think rubbish, so it's not rubbish, because I used to think that maybe whatever I am thinking is of use or not. But
Yeah.
that day I realized that whatever thought process is going on, that's actually good, and I can use it in a positive way. So yeah. And mainly the best part about that poem was, till now it has been my best poem, because
You remember some
you know
lines from it? Do you remember some
yeah,
lines from
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
I
hear
do.
them. Let's hear them.
Yeah. Okay, so it started like, पानी बरस रहा था, बादल गरज रहे थे, मैं भीग रही थी, मोर नाच रहे थे. So it started like this. So I remember these four lines, and in between, like, and in the entire poem, I just kept on describing the difference between animals and humans. That the animal, that the peacock is enjoying the rain, and the humans are, continuously making excuses. They are
Mm,
lazy also.
mm.
They are saying that we cannot go outside and all, like instead of enjoying, they are criticizing each and everything. So that was the whole picture of the poem. So my
That's
teacher
very
was
good.
like,
At grade 7, you wrote this. At grade 7.
yeah, exactly.
You must have been just 11 or 12 years old. Hmm?
Yeah, exactly.
That was your first poetry composition, and it turned out to be such a
Correct.
marvel. And I think after that, you just started writing. So it was more, it was
Yeah.
teacher as well as your, it was your aunt, right? You told me, who actually
Yeah.
asked you to just put whatever you think, all your thoughts into words, write them down, put them in black and white, and just start writing. If you are so full of thoughts all the time, I think, sometimes you're right. With genius people, this is what happens. They just need to hear one line, and that one line or a phrase can change their life as it changed yours.
Exactly.
So it
Exactly.
happened. Now tell me, how
So
many books have you written?
okay, so I have written six books till now. I've got six of my books published till now.
So what do you write about generally? Do you have a fixed topic that you write about, or do you just write whatever comes to your mind, or you just follow your heart?
Okay, so it's not, I cannot always, write and just convey simply anything to people, because
Okay.
every thought of ours is not of use.
Hmm.
It's not of use, right?
Hmm.
We should know which thoughts to accept and which to ignore. And
Right.
even when we write also, that time also, you don't know in what state of mind you are, but when you keep on revising that manuscript, you
Hmm.
tend to notice things that are literally unnecessary, and you just wrote in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, that
uh, we
happens. That
we
happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that filtering takes place.
Mhm.
And if I talk about the topics that I take up, those are usually very sensitive topics. Like the first one was a spiritual, fiction book. So a short story purpose. So it was about the spiritual journey of a boy, of a young boy. So that was the first one. After that, I took up the topic as it was, yeah, years of disgrace. So that was about the children who are, not properly looked after by their parents in this present scenario, because parents are entirely busy in their lives. They both go for work, and then they have many things to do. And in that thing, one thing more has come, that is the ego problem, because of which the children suffer.
Mm,
So because of this, I have seen many children suffering,
mm,
and that is the whole concept about that book. That
mm,
and I've seen many parents, they blame their children for whatever is on in their life.
mm.
So what impact that is making on the child should
So
also,
you've covered that in your. So tell me, what is
yeah.
the timeline of this? I mean, how old were you when you wrote all these six books? What was the timeline? So was it from 12 years to 26? or was it from
Yeah.
56? What was the timeline?
Okay, so when I was in class ninth, I wrote this purpose story, but I
Okay.
got it published in 2022. No, sorry, 2020.
Okay.
But I wrote it when I was in class 9. That is in 2011, I guess.
Okay.
So, uh, so many years, I guess 8 years back, I wrote.
Yeah, but then that's a wonderful
Yeah.
thing that you have 6 books to your credit. I mean, 6 books you've written already. And but when you're writing all this, there is one special book that in your journey of writing these 6 books, which is that one book that holds a special place in your heart. Though I know that all of them would, but there's always one that always holds a special place in one's heart. So which book is that?
So that book is Menstruation, a consciousness that is experienced unconsciously. So this is the
Okay.
title of the book. I'll repeat once more: Menstruation, a consciousness that is experienced unconsciously. So
Okay.
it links the menstrual cycle of a woman to spirituality. So
Okay.
I'll tell you just one thing here. Why this is close to my heart is because, as you can already notice from the title, that I'm talking about consciousness, right? So
Hmm.
if someone gets hurt and even bleeds a little, so they become more conscious about themselves, right? So that
Hmm.
is why we are more conscious about the surroundings. That's why we are more sensitive about the surroundings than men. We women are
Okay.
more sensitive, we women are
Hmm.
more conscious. But the thing is, we take it in another way. Like, most of us feel that we are having mood swings and all. But
Hmm.
I'll tell you one thing. This is a myth. Period brain having mood swings is a myth, because that is an awakening process. If you use it in a positive manner, it can lead to very, very nice changes, very, very positive changes in your life. But you only have to direct yourself. And that is what I have talked about in this book. And this whole phenomena of menstruation, this is a power given to us, because of which uh, we can drive our life our own way, in whatever manner we want. And we always can do things faster than men. Maybe some people might be offended, but yeah, but I'm very straightforward. So yeah. So but this is true. You try giving a task to a woman and a man, and you can carry out any survey. You'll always see a woman who is having the same skill level as compared to that man will do the work faster. That is the truth. So the reason behind that is that we women, our thought process is very fast, fast, fast. And men also say no, that women think a lot, think a lot. Yes, we do think a lot. That is the truth. But the thing is, most of us use that overthinking process. I shouldn't say overthinking. I should say that fast process of thinking, we use it in a negative way. The problem with
Hmm.
women is this: the problem is not that we think a lot. The problem is that we think a lot and use that in a negative way. But if we start thinking too much positively, so it can really change our life. So
Yes,
that is
I
the
always
whole
believe
concept.
this thing myself that, it's about what kind of power you give to your thoughts. If you direct negativity towards your thoughts, you will have only negativity around you. And if you give more positivity to your thoughts and actually believe in whatever it is that you are saying and wanting to do for yourself, your goals or your achievements, then you will definitely move towards in that direction. So yes,
Exactly.
this is quite a bold topic for you to take. How old were you when you wrote this book?
This I started in my graduation final year, so it was 2019. Yes, 2019, and it got published in 2020, 2021, I guess,
So during the
2022. Yeah,
lockdown,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
No, mm, Yeah, in 2020
2021, we had the
to
lockdown.
2021. Yeah, 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the
But
lockdown.
2021, we had lockdown only for 1 month, I guess.
Yeah,
2020
but
and
more or
29.
less people
Yeah.
were still scared of going out. I mean, the going
Yeah. Yeah.
restricted. So we could say that, we were staying at home, just trying to, figure out working from home, doing Zoom meetings and Google Meets and, all those kinds of. um, That's wonderful. I mean, 6 books at such a young age, it's quite a marvel. And every book has a different topic. So you've written a short stories, you've written this kind of a book, which is quite a bold topic. And you've actually taken up the issues that, how women give power to their thoughts and how they should actually be going ahead and giving a direction to their lives. I think that's where we go wrong,
Exactly.
when we don't give a direction to our life, and if we are clueless about what we have to do, then we are at a loss. So tell
And
me.
also, just one thing more I want to tell.
Yeah,
So,
sure, sure.
yeah. So this, the entire process of awakening, can help the woman's entire family.
Hmm.
So what my purpose is, that this book should reach to mainly men. They need to realize this, so that they can they can help women come out of those negative emotions, because that impacts the family in a negative way. That's
Yes, it
truth.
does. I
That's the
agree with
truth.
you. Hmm. Hmm.
It does impact the family. So the thing is that males also should read and should know about this concept, so that they also can help the woman, to direct them. The family, the surroundings play a major role in, directing any person, directing
Yeah.
any individual. So that aroma, that energy needs to be created. So for that, spreading knowledge to males is also very important. And
Yeah, spreading
yeah,
knowledge to everyone is important. I feel like you're saying, I think everyone needs to know their side of the story, and
exactly.
only will create the right kind of balance and give the right kind of direction. So very, very wonderfully said. Now tell me, while in your writing journey, what were the strengths that you discovered in yourself throughout your writing journey? So you started when you were in grade 7, when you wrote your first poetical composition. So
Yeah.
from that journey till now, what are the strong qualities in yourself that you have discovered? Because it always stems from the self. Once a person knows
Exactly.
one is capable of, they can do just about anything. And I would like you to share with everyone, what were those strong qualities? Maybe somebody has those qualities and has not been able to figure it out yet. And listening,
Exactly.
while we're talking about it here, they will also try to do something on their own and probably get into the this writing, because writing is therapeutic and you can make a
Exactly. Yeah.
huge impact on people all over the world. So I think this
True, true.
this is fascinating. So tell us about all those unique qualities that you discovered in yourself.
So the best part I discovered was that, being straightforward, it might be harmful in the short run, but it will always be beneficial in the long run. Like, if you are being straightforward, if you are saying to people, if you are talking to people about what your opinion is, if you know that, if you know the clear picture of your mind, if you have a clarity in your mind
Hmm.
about any particular thing, and if you're clear about it, then you should say it. You should say it. This is what I feel. Maybe
Yeah,
some
so you
people
should
don't,
be real.
agree
You
with it.
should not put on a
Yeah.
facade. You should not put on a mask. You should just tell them the thing as it is. So
Mm.
transparency. This is what you realize,
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
have to be
Transparency is very
straightforward
important.
and honest in your communication. Okay, so that's one.
Exactly.
What was the other things that you realized?
Okay. So the second, strength that I discovered while on this journey was that I never knew that I was this creative to, make up a story also. So
Yeah.
as I told you, my first book, my debut book, was a short story. So although it is a very short story of just 60, 50, 60 pages, but still, like, being creative, making stories wasn't something that I thought I would do. but it happened like it was natural. It was not that I sat and then I figured out, okay, what should I write. No, it was nothing like that. It was just an imaginary process that came out of my spiritual being, because I have been following spiritual things, and I've been meditating
Spiritual
since I was in class.
practices.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
have been doing that from a very early age. So that's why, I was able to write that, but it was natural.
So it means
So
being religious or having that spiritual side to you has also helped you in your writing journey. So we
exactly, exactly.
okay, that's wonderful. That's absolutely amazing.
And the third thing, the third strength is that I realized that, you know, um, I can, awaken my spiritual being whenever I want. Means not everyone is aware of their spiritual being.
Hmm.
They're aware of their body, they're aware of their mind, but they're not aware of the soul. But
You
the
talk very
strength,
profoundly.
yeah.
You talk very profoundly. So I just wanted, when did you start your spiritual journey? When you were, what did
Uh,
someone inspire you, or did it come to you yourself? Because this kind of
okay.
thing
Yeah.
is a self thing. Nobody tells you to do something. You just do
Yes,
it because you want to do it.
that's true.
When did
I
this
was in
happen?
This happened in 2012 when I was going to have final exams of my class 9. So
Okay.
before, few months before that,
Hmm.
only, I was like, when what happened was that when I entered class 9, so for ICSC board students, they might be knowing, when they go from 8 to 9, it's a very long jump, very
Yeah.
long and very high jump. For
Hmm.
CBSE people, 11th is a long jump, but not
Right.
ninth. But for ICSC people, ninth is a very big thing. So
Yeah.
when I entered ninth, from a very good student, I became an excellent student because I, in science, in only science, that too in physics and chemistry.
Okay.
So
Wow.
I got involved so much into that whole day I was just focused on my work.
Uh-huh.
And uh, and also, since my hobby was also writing, so all the time I was with books, and that. So when you give more time to yourself, that was the time I realized that I am giving, like, I started giving so much time to myself, right? So
Hmm.
whenever I used to sit free, so I used to think that, okay, am I feeling better, am I not feeling better? I used to analyze each and every part of myself. My It started with taking care of my body, and then thinking that, is my brain okay, is my mental health okay? Because there are sleep disturbances when you are
Hmm.
uh, in 9, 10 especially. So and still today also, always
That's
it
okay.
goes on.
That's okay.
So
We
yeah.
keep on discovering
So
things about ourselves as we go on in our journey.
yeah,
We
exactly.
never know it all. That's true. That's
Exactly. So I kept on analyzing, but then after few months, something, I don't know what happened. My mind was very full, so I was like, no, I have to stop thinking, I have to stop thinking. So I just practiced once, that I should close my eyes and everything should go blank. And it took a while for me to practice that, and you know reach that stage. But it did happen, and
hmm.
I felt so much relieved. I used to feel so much relieved. I used to sit and do it every single day for at least 5 minutes. It started with 1 minute, 2 minutes, but then 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I think
10
15
minutes.
minutes.
That's
Yeah,
quite a lot because this it's not really difficult to keep let all the anxieties and outside in external influences leave you and you just focus
exactly.
on a blank slate. That's quite tough, but if you're doing it, it's quite amazing and kudos to you for that. So amazing things you've been sharing with us. But Ananya, tell me, as
But
an
I would like to mention a warning here. You
okay,
shouldn't overdo. You shouldn't overdose anything. What
yeah,
happened is there came a stage when I overdosed spirituality. Also,
okay. Then what happened?
I was. So what happened was, you can say I misunderstood spirituality. If you're
Mm,
meditating, if you're meditating to, calm down yourself and just focus
mm.
on your soul, then it it has a brief time period. You are still alive, you are living in this world, you have a lot to do. You cannot just, leave your uh, responsibilities. You cannot leave your responsibilities as an
So did you
individual. You
imagine
are
that you were
taking,
traveling into another world? Did
no, I was like, I told you, right? It became 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But
yeah.
on some days it used to go. Okay, yeah. So on some days it used to go beyond that. Like when it used
Oh.
to cross 15, 20 minutes, then when I used to come to, when I used to come to light, when I used to open the eyes, so I was not able to connect to people. I was like, okay, I was so much detached. Maybe it's good, but that's not the household way of living. That's not the correct way of living, I would say. That's what I
Mm.
realized lately. So that time when it happened, I was in utter confusion that, am I doing something wrong? Like, what is wrong with me? What has happened? And that time I was not so mature. I was not very big, like, okay.
You're not very big either
But
now. You're very young still.
yeah, but yeah. So okay, yeah, maybe because by age I was not so big, but still some things you learn by with age only. Some things you
Yeah,
learn with age. Yeah. So you can get mature early, but some things you learn with age. Not everything you can learn at
totally
one
agree
time.
with you. So you've had
Yeah.
quite a journey, Ananya, in these 26 years of your existence on planet Earth. You've had some wonderful moments. You talked about
Exactly.
all the wonderful, beautiful moments, and you did talk about this warning also in your spiritual journey. But were there any very challenging moments that came in your life which it took you quite a while to, come out of? I mean, there could have been some challenging moment, something which made you, feel as if it's all over now. I mean, which made you want to just give up. Was there ever a moment like that in your life or in
Yeah.
your writing?
So yeah, that was the same time as I told you that I went, into utter confusion. So what happened was, then just started, ignoring things like, thinking too much about things, and then just focusing on work, 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 and not, like, I told you I'm very sensitive, but then
Mm,
I was ignoring my own basic nature and the
mm.
things I used to do. I started, getting, you can say I started getting lost. So to come back to reality, it took me one and a
Oh,
half year. One and a
oh,
half year it took me, and it
oh.
was, for a child of that age, it was very challenging because I still remember I told this to my mom. She didn't understand, but uh, yeah, at first she didn't understand. So she was like, this is nothing, like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, she must have said
So
thought to herself that her child has gone mad. Huh? Maybe she thought that,
yeah,
huh?
exactly, yeah,
Okay, okay.
exactly. So she didn't understand that time. But so then I realized that, okay, this thing I have to take care on my own only. Nobody can do it for myself because I started it on
This
my
is
own.
something which I
So
wanted you to come to, and I want to tell everyone
yeah,
watching this live or who would watch it later on that it's all about understanding yourself. And no
exactly,
one can do that for you but your own self. So just remember that. Everyone, like we keep on saying, everyone is unique, unstoppable, and unbeatable. And you can do this with the power of self talk, like you did, Ananya, with the power of self talk. I mean,
exactly,
instead of telling everyone all over, you thought, let me analyze my problem myself. You talked to yourself, you questioned yourself, you scolded yourself, you boosted yourself. So you did all sorts of things. And that's how you
exactly.
were able to come out of it and understand yourself truly.
True, true.
So
Yeah.
very good. And this is a wonderful share because everybody will get inspired by what you said. So, Ananya, it was so beautiful and wonderful chatting with you. But before we say bye bye, I would like you to share a powerful message for all those who are wishing to write, who are procrastinating, are good writers, but are procrastinating. What would you tell them and how would you inspire them?
Okay, so one thing I would like to say that be authentic. Don't lose your authenticity for approval of others, and just do what you love. It can be anything. It can be writing, it can be singing, dancing, it can be, playing some sports, it can be anything, but just do your heart out, do what you want to do, because we get just one life. You
Mm.
don't know what will happen when. So you have to make it to the goal, you have to make it to your dreams in this life. And there is some people say when to start, when should I start,
Yeah,
how will I start.
procrastinate.
You just have to start. You start badly, I say. You start in any situation, but you just start. There is no time to start.
Yeah,
That there's always, there is always a time to start. Like, you can start at any time. It's not like,
absolutely.
yeah, it's not predefined. So you just have to start. Just take the first step, take the second step. The confidence will itself, keep on increasing. Sometimes you will feel, demotivated also, but that's fine. But just keep on going, don't stop. Sometimes you will take two steps, sometimes you will take three steps, sometimes just one step, but take a step, don't stop. Work more, work less, but keep working towards your goals. So this is the only message. Just keep
That's
going.
a wonderful message. Keep going, and there is no predefined time to start anything that you really want
Exactly.
to follow your passion. Just
Exactly.
just start and let it follow. I mean, you may start badly, you may start not so well, but at least you have made the first move. And as you're continuously doing it, you will realize what you actually have to do and how you could improve yourself. So it will come from
Yes.
within yourself. I think we fail to, Ananya, understand our true power. We have that power within us. It's just that we don't understand it,
Exactly.
and we need to reiterate to ourselves that we have that power and we can achieve
Exactly.
anything that we want to, because we are unique, we are unstoppable, and we are unbeatable. So, Ananya, good wishes to you in your journey of writing. Keep inspiring people,
Thank you.
keep empowering, and lots of
Thank you so much.
thanks to you. We hope to have you again on other programs of Chilparco International. And
Sure, sure.
everyone out there, tomorrow we have the Wit and the Grit show with Alka, and we have a very powerful woman all the way from Philippines. So do tune in. It's going to be a live again tomorrow. So do tune in. Until we meet, it's bye-bye. Take good care of yourselves. Hasta mañana till we meet again. Bye-bye, Ananya. Thank you so much for that powerful impact that you.
Bye bye, everyone. Bye
Bye,
bye. Thank
everyone.
you
Take
so
care.
much.
Bye. Bye-bye. Lots of love, everyone. Bye.